Last week, the bank pre-approved my wife and I for a home loan to buy our second home for our growing family of 5. To celebrate, we all went out to a nice Italian restaurant and paid for our dinner with my American Express credit card. This meal was a very special one for us for more than one reason. Not only had we just been pre-approved for a loan to buy a bigger home, but it marked our first purchase with my American Express credit card, a card for which I had worked hard on my credit to be approved. But life was not always so good for our family. For a long time, I have known that my credit score would play a critical role in my financial and personal life. And for a few difficult years, the truth of this became painfully real to me and my family. I was enlisted in the Army for 6 years and was honorably discharged with disabilities in January of 2013. Immediately following my enlistment, I struggled with the transition back into civilian life. My injuries from multiple tours in Iraq as a combat medic had left me with chronic back pain and ringing in the ears, as well as ulcers and depression from post-traumatic stress disorder. Consequently, I was unemployed for over a year, and this hurt both my wife's and my credit when we got behind on our bills, credit cards, car payments, and mortgage payments. Our car was repossessed, and the bank foreclosed on our property that same year. The collection letters filled our mailbox, and we thought our credit would be ruined forever. After a very difficult year, I finally got a job as a postal clerk for the United States Postal Service. Refusing to give up, Jennifer and I decided to tighten our belts and pay off all our old debts. We kept our expenses to the bare minimum and saved in every way possible. It was hard work and sacrifice, but in less than a year we managed to pay off all our old debts. Unfortunately, even after we paid off all our debt, our credit was still too low to get approved for any loans or even a credit card. We were not sure what to do first, but after talking with some good friends, we learned that Lexington law firm offered credit repair services that could help us bring up our credit scores. After calling Lexington law firm's toll-free number and speaking with a professional, we decided to sign up for their very affordable discounted couples rate and pay a small monthly charge for credit repair services. We were amazed with the results. After only 2 months of disputing questionable items and correcting errors, Lexington Law Firm had successfully removed 4 negative items from each of our credit reports, improving each of our credit scores by over 100 points. And miraculously, by the end of 2015, we both had credit scores nearing 700. While in the process of rebuilding our lives, we learned a lot about how credit works. One of the most important things we learned about was a U.S. federal government legislation called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which promises to promote accuracy and fairness, as well as privacy of all consumer information contained in the files of all consumer reporting agencies. We discovered that Lexington Law Firm has an exceptional understanding of the laws that protect consumers, especially the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The smartest thing we ever did was to hire Lexington Law Firm to use this knowledge to transform our lives. I also learned to understand my credit report during my credit rebuilding journey. Credit reports reflect years of payment history, and they also show the total current debt and available credit on cards and loans. Also, credit reports show credit inquiries, which is every time a company looks at my credit score. It all shows up on my credit report. The length of the credit history with each creditor is also important. Some types of bad marks on a credit report affect the score more than others, and Lexington Law Firm helped us focus on the most impactful items first, so we could quickly bring up our credit scores. While buying our new home, we have found that even insurance companies would factor in our credit rating when quoting a price, because insurance companies have found that statistically, people with better credit scores are less likely to file a claim, so they offer better rates to those with better credit. Going out to eat last week marked a momentous occasion in our lives. We could relax and enjoy a little bit of luxury after living very frugally for over 3 years. Working hard on our credit with a lot of help from Lexington Law Firm, improved our lives more than we could have imagined. Lexington Law Firm has our back. Now my plan is to focus on college and earn a master's degree in business administration. Thank you, Lexington Law Firm. We could not have done it without you.